If you're thinking about buying a home in Edmonton, one of the biggest choices you'll face is, do you want to live in downtown or the suburbs? These two lifestyles offer very different experiences, from the types of homes available to the pace of life, commute time, access to green space, and more. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but in this video, I'm going to help you figure out which lifestyle is the right fit for you. We'll cover the pros and cons of both downtown Edmonton and suburban living in Edmonton and help you make a decision based on your priorities, not just your price point. Hi, I'm Dawn, a realtor with eXp Realty in Edmonton. I help buyers make confident, educated choices, and that starts with understanding how each area of the city fits your lifestyle and long-term goals. Let's break down the key differences between living downtown versus living in the suburbs in 2026. Housing styles and price points. Downtown Edmonton offers mostly condos, lofts, and some townhomes. If you're looking for a high-rise living with walkability and skyline views, this is the place. Prices vary depending on building and amenities, but you can find one-bedroom condos starting around $180,000 and two bedrooms in the $250,000 to $350,000 range. Newer luxury buildings can run significantly higher, especially with river views. In the suburbs, you're more likely to find detached homes, duplexes, and larger townhomes with garages and yards. Suburban pricing varies widely by neighborhood, but the average detached home ranges from $375,000 to $500,000, depending on location and features. You're getting more square footage for your dollar, and families often lean this way for the space. Commute and transportation. Living downtown means you're close to work, transit, entertainment, and nightlife. If you work in the core or attend school at MacEwan or the University of Alberta, you may not need a car at all. LRT and bus routes are highly accessible, and walkability is a big advantage. That said, parking can be expensive or limited in some buildings. In the suburbs, commuting into downtown or other hubs can take 20 to 45 minutes, depending on the area and the time of day. That's why many suburban homeowners opt to work from home, use park and ride transit options, or choose communities with quick access to the Henday or White Mud. If you prioritize a shorter commute or don't drive, downtown will save you time and gas money. Lifestyle and amenities. Downtown living is ideal for those who love being close to the action. You're walking distance from coffee shops, restaurants, local markets, festivals, the Ice District, the River Valley Trails, and arts and cultural events. It's perfect for young professionals, students, and anyone who wants low-maintenance living with an urban vibe. The suburbs offer a quieter, slower pace. Think playgrounds, cul-de-sacs, local schools, recreation centers, and big box shopping. Many newer suburban communities are master planned with walking trails, green space, and family-oriented amenities built right in. If your weekends revolve around sports, barbecues, yard work, or family time, the suburbs might feel more like home. Noise, crowds, and green space. One thing to consider is your tolerance for noise and activity. Downtown is energetic, which means it can also be noisy, busier, and occasionally less private. If you thrive on that energy, it's great. But if peace and quiet are high on your list, the suburbs usually win here. You're also more likely to have a private backyard, a garage, and more separation between neighbors. That said, downtown Edmonton is right next to the River Valley, one of the largest urban park systems in North America. So if nature and trails matter to you, you can still find access to green space downtown. But in the suburbs, you're surrounded by it, with larger parks, off-leash areas, and more breathing room built into the communities. Maintenance and ownership style. Condos downtown are often lock and leave, ideal if you travel frequently, don't want to deal with snow removal or exterior maintenance, or are new to home ownership. Condo fees are a consideration, but they often include heat, water, and building amenities like gyms or security. In the suburbs, you take care of your own property, which means more independence, but also more responsibility. If you love gardening, home projects, or having space to entertain, that's a plus. If you want low maintenance living, a condo or townhouse, which you can also find in some suburban communities, might be a better fit. Community vibes and long-term plans. The sense of community can vary widely depending on where you are. In the suburbs, there tends to be a stronger family presence, neighborhood Facebook groups, block parties, and school involvement. Downtown can feel more individual, but also more dynamic with a mix of professionals, students, and creatives. When thinking long-term, consider what your next 5 to 10 years might look like. If you plan to start a family, get a dog, or want space to grow, the suburbs might be a better investment. If you're focused on lifestyle, flexibility, and being where the action is, downtown could be the right call. There's no wrong choice, just the one that better suits your lifestyle. I always recommend making a list of your top 5 non-negotiables. Is it space, commute time, walkability, school zones, budget? Once we know what really matters to you, we can zero in on neighborhoods, both downtown and suburban, that checks all the right boxes. If you're stuck in between city life and suburban calm, let's connect. I can show you both options and help you weigh the trade-offs. Whatever you choose, we'll find you a home that fits how you actually want to live.